evening and welcome to Pigskin Holiday, Week 3. I'm Ed with Carl, no except Terry, Mario, Lights Out Spina, and we are here looking at another crazy week in the NFL. I don't even know where to start. For starters, we'll mention the fact that Blaine Gabbert got his first start for the Jaguars. Cam Newton looking for his first win. The Colts looking bleak. After week 1, week 2, oh, their season's over. Collins gets hurt this week. Oh my God, Pittsburgh will kill them. Well, Collins played but didn't last. Painter came in, and surprising ending to that.
Did all right.
The 85 Bears finally got their chance to go to the White House. If you recall, they won the Super Bowl with with William Refrigerator Perry and Jim McMahon. That was his name, right?
McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Jim McMahon.
Oh!
I think just like 2 days later they had the Space Shuttle Discovery blow up.
Yeah, Challenger blew up.
Challenger
blew up.
So anyway, the 85 Bears just now did get to the White House. Tim Tebow, we were asked last week about his first playing action. I found out what it was. He took 3 snaps as a slot receiver.
Yes.
I don't know what happened this week, but that's what happened last week.
Isn't that something?
Other than that, former Raven Orlando Brown. You may remember him for taking the ref's flag to the eye. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He was found dead this past week. So rest in peace, my brother.
I feel bad
He
for
went
laughing.
I feel bad for laughing.
I feel bad for laughing.
Actually, ironically, he ended up being blind in that eye. No respect. Other than that, we got lots to cover. We got Jets stuff to talk about.
Oh, fine.
Patriots stuff to talk about.
Do we have to?
Rams stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And guess what? I want to open up with this. Last week we had a congratulatory, hey, all our teams won.
Yeah.
And then that night the Rams lost. And next thing you know, we all lost this week. But the Cowboys played tonight, so this
Right.
the cycle
We
kinda
still
ended.
have a chance to not have all of us completely have blowouts.
Yeah, right.
So it's up to you and your Cowboys tonight. So if you fail,
I'm not even wearing a jersey.
You've
What the
let
hell?
us
I mean, they are playing my past 2 oh shit moments person, which it
Holy
would be,
crap.
which would be
Holy shit.
holy shit, which would be Rex Grossman. So
He
it's,
has
it's
the hot
gonna be
seat. You have the holy shit.
yeah.
holy shit,
By the way, in case you haven't
The holy
noticed,
shit seat.
we don't have Jen here tonight, so the camera is by itself. It looks a little lonely over there. So
Yeah, it does.
you'll get the standard 3 shot tonight. So
you can see
pardon
the
that.
tears falling.
Mr. Carl Terry, what
What
is our YouTube stats for Pigskin Holiday as we speak?
Oh, yeah. We have, after 9 days of being up, since putting up our YouTube channel, we have 101 channel views, and then we have 236 upload views. So,
Wow.
I mean, we'd like to thank everybody for that, for sure.
Yes, thank you for watching. Tell all your friends, spread the word, and we'll keep trying to do a good job for you. We have a subscriber all the way over in Austria.
We do, and we got a...
IBK Cash or something. I
He
can't
knew that
pronounce
the
it.
Couch Potato Nation is international.
It
Yeah,
is. It's
you know?
awesome.
That's
It is.
I don't know what kind of football they play over there, but he must like our version.
Yeah,
I know
but
we
hey,
got a
mate.
fan in Texas, too.
We also have a Who Dat Nation fan.
Yeah.
Who
We do.
dat?
And we got myself, you, Evie,
Yeah, Evie.
and we got some people, man.
Texas.
All right, so let's start out with a few scores. How about the ones in yellow there, Mr. Mario Spina?
Well, you know, going over some of the scores from this past week, there's some interesting things, and a lot of the ones that I have highlighted particularly. Texans Saints. I mean, what a shootout! 40-33. Both quarterbacks like pushing 400 yards. You know, minimal interceptions. I mean, it was just great game to watch. Absolutely great game to watch.
It looks like the Saints, if they had a little more defense, they'd really be rolling right now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not doing bad.
You know,
Like,
and
I think.
one thing that a lot of people forget is the year that they went to the Super Bowl, their defense was ranked like 25th or something like that. It was just their offense that was lights out that entire season.
Yep.
And they
You know?
still are.
And they still are. They still are.
So how about the Texans? They seem to be they do a little better without Arian Foster.
You know,
I don't necessarily know that it's better,
yeah.
but they're not doing worse.
He's a different kind of runner, Ben Tate is. I mean, it
Yep.
seems like Arian's like more of a finesse guy, like fast, like just, you know, that initial acceleration just burst through
Just
the hole.
get through everybody and then just
And
ease on down.
Ben Tate seems like a freaking bulldozer.
Yeah, just
you
plow
know?
right in.
Yeah, I mean, just old school
Get the
smash
hell out
mouth.
my
Yeah.
way. I'm
Yeah.
coming through.
Smash mouth, like my shoulder is going into your gut or your head, either one. You know, and
We'll probably skip that one for now. It's going to
Yeah.
be in the holy shit section.
yeah, okay.
Unless he wants to talk about it. I don't think he does.
Next up, I have
Nothing to
Giants
do with
Eagles, and this was a game. I mean, this is a divisional game, and it's always a good game.
Yeah.
Anytime that you have a divisional game, it's always a good
Like
game.
tonight's
Good,
game.
good and
Skins,
competitive. Yes,
Cowboys,
exactly.
Skins.
Same division too,
Exactly.
and
NFC
you know,
East.
And Michael Vick, you know, he was leading his team up. You know, what were they? I don't even know what they were. Were they?
They were leading. I don't remember the score, but they were. I think 16-13 maybe.
Yeah, it was like something like that.
They didn't get anything else out of it. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it was 16-13. The Giants got 2 more touchdowns and a couple field goals.
Yep. And it ended up being, you know, Michael Vick goes out with a bruised hand, and the next thing you know,
same thing as last week.
Eli
as soon
Manning,
as he left, totally different team.
Exactly.
And they're leading.
Looking at the Colts part 2 here.
They were leading in the game both times he left, so he left them with the lead.
Right. He did his job. He did his job.
Well, you know, I gotta say, it just seems like a karma thing. He signed this big contract, had a great year last year, and he comes out against the Rams and shows the usual Vick with his weapons like McCoy and Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, and then now, since then, he can't stay in the game.
You know, one of the things that, like, just kind of boggle my mind with people like that is the fact that, like, I mean, he should have expected, like, the Eagles organization should have expected this. Like, you can't have that consistent, that amazing of a season. I mean, one thing that I can attribute it to is the fact that, like, people didn't really know who the starting quarterback was going to be until later on in the season
Because of the whole Cobb thing.
Because of the whole, like, Keith Cobb, you know, or Kevin Cobb and whatever. So,
well, they went out and signed Vince Young as a backup, but he's been hurt. So they go on to the Qtr kid. And I didn't really watch the game. You know, I was at the Rams game, obviously, or the Lambs game, or whatever.
I was at a concert.
We're kind of jealous. You had a better time than we did.
I did. I know about that.
So anyway, yeah, the Eagles need to find a way to protect him or something. He's not getting hurt by running out of the pocket. He's getting hurt in the pocket.
Yeah, right where he's trying to be, where he should be to make these passes that he's so good at, is where he's getting destroyed, and that's unacceptable. They need to be protecting him better, especially realizing now, 2 weeks in a row, that as soon as he's done, the team is done.
Yeah.
And by the same token, though, when he scrambles, they smoke him.
Oh yeah.
They're like, ooh, there comes Vick.
Exactly.
So that stuff tends to wear you down a little bit too as the game goes on.
Oh yeah, especially mentally as an offensive line. I mean, you're already having problems working as a unit, period. You know, to begin with, you know, and then all of a sudden now you have one thing that's even harder, I would think, as on an offensive line is a scrambling quarterback, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know where he's going to go.
So what's the Rams' excuse then?
Poor game planning.
CT, we're only in week 3, so if Vick's been hurt in week 2 and week 3, what's week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going to bring?
It's not. If things don't change as far as his protection, it's looking pretty bad for the Eagles, because they've dropped leads now 2 times in a row. And whether you attribute it to Vick going out or not, that's what it looks like. And that's how people are going to be thinking, and that's how he's going to be thinking.
Well, it's true. I mean, you know, Vick is a weapon, and you add that. First of all, he has timing or whatnot with Jackson and McCoy.
Yeah.
And Kafka, maybe not so much. Macklin.
Yeah.
Now, Kafka comes in and works a system that he's learned a system. He works the system that he knows. Vick can freestyle it, knows his guys. Him and Deshaun Jackson, they spend a lot of time during the week running routes, and with him, Macklin as well.
Yeah.
They can do a few things off the cuff that you can't plan for.
Right.
So now the Kafka comes in, and your defense, you can plan a little easier, your X's and O's match up a little better, and the Eagles are defeatable.
Yep.
By that same token, let's take that a little step further. The Eagles were the team built to win Super Bowl this year, much like the Celtics and the Miami Heat in the NBA. Right now, I'd say no except. I'd also say that leads to the next thing. Who is better in the NFC than the Green Bay Packers?
Detroit?
Oh!
That's going to be one hell of a game when they meet up.
That's a good...
I don't care what I have to do or who I have to kill, because I'll do it. I'll kill them in front of their mom. Because I'm going to watch that game.
Packers Lions. What week is that?
I don't know.
I have the information. I'll tell you later. I have the whole
question.
We'll check that out next quarter.
So let's discuss Packers Bears. The Bears. The Bears.
Bears.
And we actually have to make a correction. We said last week, unfortunately, that Greg Olsen is still a member of the Bears. Obviously, we were wrong. He is a member of the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, we all flubbed, but nobody noticed because nobody commented.
Right.
So let's go Packers Bears, and then we'll do the Jaguars and the Panthers to close out the first quarter.
Yeah.
Packers Bears. Any thoughts?
kind of about what I thought. I mean, Packers victory there, so.
It's a fumbling. I mean, I don't mean fumbling literally in the sense of like turning over, but the Bears just seem like really uncoordinated.
Well, I
as
mean,
far as
at times they play pretty good.
yeah,
Even Cutler.
yeah, and
You know?
and the whole fake punt, like I mean,
That was
just
awesome.
That
Yeah,
was a brilliant play.
If it was an actual holding call, I mean, you even faked out the cameraman.
Yeah.
You know, like
Johnny Knox is a
oh,
star.
if he was on another team, like if he was on another team, he would be a special teams nightmare.
Yeah. He'd be their best weapon.
Yeah.
Well, they have Hester, and it's like that's why.
Yeah, I mean-
that's why that play worked.
Exactly. Everyone
Hester
always
is sort of
targets
like,
him.
I'm going to take the ball.
Yeah.
This guy's running this way. He don't know.
Yeah.
He's watching you, and they thought that's
Exactly.
It sucks
they
that it didn't work.
I know.
It was a beautiful play.
Yeah, it was. It
It reminded me of the Music City Miracle, Tennessee Titans, when they had the white check ring.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when you play the Packers right now and you're an NFC foe, it's a measuring stick game. You have to step it up.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, no playoffs for you.
I would agree with that.
This is. I mean, they're not a big play. You can't get a big play off on the on the Green Bay Packers unless you're the New Orleans Saints. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like,
Still
you know,
like one of the games of the year so far.
yeah, exactly.
It's been a month.
I don't know
They're
if
not.
that'll get
They're
beaten, though.
they're a team that you just need to nickel and dime. Like get your 5, get your 5s, get your 6s,
Yes.
get your 4s. You know what I mean?
Like Buffalo is doing.
Don't be
And we'll
pretty.
get to
It
that
doesn't
later.
matter if you're pretty.
Yeah.
This is the NFL. You're paid to win. So you go out there, you nickel and dime them, you run them, you smash it down their throat. You go little slant routes, maybe 5, 6, 7 yard passes, and then you just keep working at them and wear them down. Make them
Well-
tired for that fourth quarter.
So if you're paid to win, what do you do with teams that don't do it? We'll get into more of that later too. Let's go. Holy crap!
You broke
That's
in the
my-
chair!
My holy crap moment of the week.
You broke in my chair!
Let's talk about Cam Newton and Blaine Gabbert, Jacksonville, Carolina, and the monsoon down there in Florida.
Yeah.
Was it in Florida?
It wasn't. It was in Jacksonville. It was in Jacksonville.
So
Cam Newton
what's the
finally
numbers
gets.
on that game?
Cam Newton definitely did not have 400 yards passing. I can tell you that.
But he won.
Yes.
Right.
And you said last week
Yep.
you can get up all the yards you want,
Yep.
but if it ain't crap until you win.
Yep. You could have 1,000 yards in a game. That's impressive as all hell.
Yeah.
But
You
if
lost.
you don't get that W, it's for nothing.
Right.
Except
But-
for your trophy at the end of the year.
But actually, hell is not that impressive. It's pretty hot. You don't have time to be impressed. You're burning, for Christ's sake.
It's true.
So the stats were what?
Well, we had Blaine Gabbert, 12 for 21, 139 yards and a touchdown.
12
Cam-
for 21?
Yeah, 12 for 21.
That's pretty consistent.
Pretty
that's
consistent.
Pretty good ratio.
139 yards. He got a touch. So that's good.
In the
Cam
rain.
Newton.
In the
Cam
rain.
Newton, 18 for 34, 158 yards, 1 touchdown.
He was just past half.
Yeah.
No picks.
No. No picks.
Uh-oh. Oh, yes. Okay, let's wrap this up. Now, like we said, Cam Newton lit it up. Week 1, week 2, they lost.
Right.
This
This
time
was
he-
to be expected. This was happening. This was going to come.
Right. But he won. So the
But he
team is
won.
1 and 2, and they're playing better than a 1 and 2.
Yeah.
How about Gabbert's initiation into the NFL as a starter?
I think that it was good. I think that, I mean, you know, you look for more production, more yardage from your quarterback.
Yeah.
But to still be somewhat consistent. I mean, 18, 12 for 21. He missed 9 passes. That's not that
pretty
bad.
efficient.
That's not. Yeah,
Especially
that's
for your
not
first
that
time
bad.
out. That's not bad.
You know.
Well-
and in his first official start, he still
Yeah.
gets a touch. So I mean,
I feel kind of bad for the fans because, man, if I'm a fan and I'm down there in that region of the country, I'm thinking, I get to go watch Blaine Gabbert in his first start against Cam Newton. What an exciting day for quarterback fans, you know?
yeah.
You probably couldn't hardly see the game from the
You know,
stands.
freaking monsoon.
Yeah,
People
that
were
was
shoveling
bad.
water out of their seats. You know.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
Just don't use this one.
Wait.
You're a gynecological miracle. Is that right?
Aren't we all?
I guess. All right, folks,
I know
that's
I
the
am.
end of the first quarter here on Pigskin.
Your body till the break of the dawn. Really, 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 really rock your body.